Hello, everyone. Oops. There we go. I had to turn my camera around. It was all messed up for some reason. I'm over here trying to get my laptop set up so we can craft. So, hello. Hello there. Who is with me? Hello, everyone coming in. Hi, Chris. Hi, Serena. How are you? I'm trying to get all this pulled up over here on my laptop so when I put it down, I can still see the comments. But it is slow tonight. There we go. Let me see. I don't know why. I'm looking. Hi, Sharon. I'm doing okay. I am trying to um, get this set up. I've got something wrong with my laptop. How are you doing? I don't have a teacup. I'm doing well. You know, those teacups were for, I did that teacup for, um, Miss Deb Houck, who, for her challenge. I can't figure out why you said I shouldn't show anybody the teacup because everybody knows how to do it now. That's why I do things so I can share. But you really can't do it unless you have the die. I mean, I guess you can in some ways, but you know. You have a voice in the background of my videos. I always have lots of little voices now. My children. Hold on a second. I'm trying to cut the voice off here. There we go. I'm trying to pull up the comments and stuff. Hello, whoever just joined us. I'm getting ready to pull it down. Hey, we're going to make a card. I couldn't get my card design Thursday out today because, well, okay, so I wanted to try something new. I've been working on developing a new card and everything. Hi, Jackie. And so I've been working on this card, and it was an epic fail. You know, I was like, well, let me find something to do. So when I was roaming through Pinterest and YouTube looking for some ideas, my two little girls that I have here, they decided to get online and look and help me too. Well, they found a type of a card that they really, really liked. Hi, Debbie. And it's not new, but the littlest young lady is having a birthday in next month, June 16th. Oh, thanks, Debbie. I hope you liked everything. And so she's having a skating party, and so I wanted to make her a card like this because she liked it so much. And then, of course, the older one likes Paris, but her birthday is not till later on in the summer. But I'm going to go ahead and construct the base of it now. I'm not going to really fully decorate it. So, we'll see. So, I'll show you the card. We're obviously going to be using this paper here because my little girl loves Paris. And it's a simple card. Takes some measuring, but other than that, it's not that hard. So let's just get. Oh, I love that paper. I got that paper last year. It was one of the Michael's Hot Buys. It's Parisian type paper. I can't remember the name of it. Some of you that have gotten it, please jump in there if you remember the name. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I've hoarded it. I hadn't even used it, and I said, "Well, this is silly." I'm using a lot of things out of my stash because I've been on a spending freeze everywhere except for Dollar Tree this whole entire year so far, And that means I haven't stopped. I haven't shopped in any of the big box stores. I haven't been to Michael's, Hobby Lobby. And I was going to try to stay away from the big box places. Of course, they came out with all that yummy paper from Michael's in the hot buy section, and I missed it. But, you know, it's all good. So, anyway. Without further ado, I'm going to put you down here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. And then I have my laptop up. It's working now. So, would one of y'all be a moderator for me in case I miss some people joining us or whatever? Would one of you do that? I'll make you the moderator, if you will. Hello. Is anyone out there? I see you. I just don't hear you. Okay. Well, Debbie, if you're going to be on here for a while, I don't know. I can't remember how I did it. Oh, no. Last time. What the heck is going on? Hey, Michelle. Okay, Michelle's here. She can be my moderator. All right, guys. Michelle, just help me keep a watch if somebody comes in, and we're just waiting for me. I was seeing Michelle. Michelle is an administrator on my live, so if you see anybody come in and I miss them, please say hello for me. And if you have any questions, ask me in all caps. That way it's easier for me to pay attention. I know, Debbie. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to put you down here and we're going to get started. Okay, so we're only going to need our scoreboard just for a short minute or two. So those are the 2 sheets of decorative paper that I'm going to be using. And then I just have some white and pink cardstock. So basically what you're going to do is you can make this with 2 6x6 pieces of cardstock. And all I did was, you're going to need 4 pieces of 3x6 cardstock. And then you're going to need 8 of these. And then you're going to need 8 of these. And these are 2 3/4 square. And then you're going to need 8 little strips like this. I have mine, some of them going one way and some of them going the other way, and you'll see why. But you're going to need 8 of these. And these are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. And 8 of these little tabbies right here. And they are 1/4 inch square. So it's really easy measurements. Let me pull this up just a tiny bit so you can see. Really easy measurements. So what we're going to use right now are the white pieces of paper. And of course I forgot my score tool. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to have to order another stylus because I can't find mine. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, so on the 6-inch side, we are going to score this, all 4 pieces, at 1 1/2 and 4 1/2. So we're going to do all 4 pieces that way. Okay, and then we're done with our scoreboard. Very easy scoring. Okay, so then you just want to take and burnish your folds. Now, even though I cut this 6x6, you want to make sure that they're not overlapping like that one. Like that has a little bit overlapping, and I'm just going to very carefully try to cut straight and just take a tiny little bit of this off. Oh, come on now. I hate when I do that. Okay. Because you don't want these to overlap at all. Because it will mess your card up. So they just should be in the middle. Okay. I'm going to fold these the other way. I think that's the problem. All right. So I'm just folding these in and press them down. Okay, so what we're going to do, you have your things, you're going to turn 2 of these like this. Sorry, like this. And we're going to put 2 sideways. Let me just move these out of the way right quick. Okay. Now I was going to use glue. I think I'm going to use score tape. What kind of card do you recommend for church ladies? What do you want? I mean, it depends on what kind. Oh, let me show you the card we're making. Anyway, I forgot about that. This is the card that we're making. This is really cute. So I decorated this one all up, but this is a card and it opens like this, and then it opens like this, and then it opens like this, and then it folds back like this. It's called a never-ending card. Like that. But she just thought that was the coolest thing ever, and she wanted me to make something like that. So, that's what we're going to make. And it really is not that hard. You just have to get your measurements right. Sorry, y'all. I'm working at my dining room table because I thought there'd be more room, but then I forget everything. I'm using some score tape here. I think this is a 1/4 inch score tape. All right, so what you're going to do, from the top, the ones laying with the 6-inch side front of you, you're going to come down 1 inch. So you're just going to make a little tiny mark at 1 inch. It's on the top, and you're going to come down and do 1 inch on this side. And this is not going to show, so we're going to do it like this. It's not going to show anyway, okay? And so on that 1 inch mark, oh, Jackie, I'm sorry. try to hang in there. You're going to put tape down just into the score line. You do not want to go past that score line. And then you're going to do the same thing. If it's easier, go ahead and put it where the pencil mark is. Try to keep it straight as possible. Okay, so that's one. And then on this one, you're going to do it from the bottom. Now, it's a whole lot easier for me, so I just flip the bottom up temporarily. Hi, Kathleen. And I'm just going to go from the top and make a little mark at 1 inch. And then the same thing over here from the top. Make a mark at 1 inch. So basically, if you put your ruler here, you want to make sure that these lines are even. You want them to be 1 inch down. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put tape on this side. And tape on this side. Okay? Now let's flip it back around, because this is at the bottom. So what you want is one piece of your 3x6 when it's folded. You want 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the top, and you're going to put a piece of score tape. And then you're going to come up from the bottom 1 inch from the bottom. Okay? And I'm just going to burnish this to make sure that the tape is down good. So when I peel it off, it won't peel the tape off. Alright. So then you're going to take the other ones and you're going to, I can't remember if it's folded up, upside down or not. Yeah, upside down. Doesn't really matter. I burnish these really good anyway. And you're going to put them together. And you want to make sure that they're even. But I only do one side at a time, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm going to even mine up. Okay. So let's do the top first. So you're going to remove the score tape. Well, let me cut this off because I went over the line a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, this is what you're going to do. I start with one side at a time. This corner here has to be aligned with this corner here. Hi, Teresa. So I'm going to line this one up first so that it's even, and I want my top lined up too. And for me, it's easier to pick it up. Okay, then I'm going to press that down. Then I'm going to take this side and do the same thing. I'm going to line this corner up with this corner right here. So I'm just going to line it up. I can't lay stuff down flat and get a good, I have to hold it. And then line that up like this. Okay, that's the top one. Then you're going to do the same thing with the bottom, except I'm going to flip it over when I do my bottom just because I don't want to try to line it up from the bottom. So I hope I don't confuse you. Okay. Oh, why didn't I get my little pokey tool? This is the only fiddly part, I promise you. The rest of it is just about laying your mats down. And, okay. So this is the bottom. I guess I can try to do it, but you want this to be even. as at all possible. Okay, so then you're going to lay this one down from the corner here. Try to match your corner up. To this corner. Okay. All right, and this is your card base. You can turn it and go this way if you want to, or you can go this way. I usually go this way, so here you go, like this. And I just usually mash those lines down. And then like this. Flatten that out. And then like this. It's back to the front again. So here, 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 and then here. Okay? Now, if it seems like you have too much sticking over or whatever, you can, like I said, trim a little bit of that fiddly part off. Like, I see a little piece that's sticking over. It didn't get quite flush, so I am going to cut that. Okay. That's your card. That's your card base. It is not hard. It's just about lining up. We're making a never-ending card. I know, right, Teresa? Okay, so I'm going to start mine like this. Isn't that cool? But there is something that's a little wonky on this edge right here. It's pulling a little bit, so I am going to trim off a little bit of this edge. You know, no matter how good you are at cutting on your paper trimmer or whatever, sometimes it's just not right. And you can line it up right and all that you want, but it's just sometimes it gets a little fiddly and it moves a little bit, gets a little squirrely. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to start gluing my mats down. Once you got your card base, you just, these are the mats. The first mats I'm going down on the big spaces here on the front. So I'm just going to take it page by page. And so the mats that go here, the pink ones, are 2 7/8 squared, which just means it's 2 7/8 all the way around. So I'm going to put those in the middle like that. And I'm using my art glitter glue because, you know, I use that just about for everything. You just want to make sure that you don't put anything over those score lines. If you do, then your card won't flip. And there are all kinds of tutorials and stuff on this out there, but I didn't, I really don't know where the girls found this at. Like I said, my little girls were helping, looking for a card they thought was really cool. And this card is still overlapping somewhat. I don't like that. But I don't want to make it too short either. Okay. I finally learned how to cut a straight edge, y'all. There, much better. Okay. So I don't even know who the original person who thought up this was, but I just sort of adapted it to what I needed, because the one that I saw was on a sheet of paper that was 8 by 8 or 8 by 9 or something, like 8 by 8, I think. And I didn't want to make one that big. That's cute, Chris. That's funny, Teresa. That's true. Okay, so now I'm going to put the mat on there. And these mat, the decorative paper is 2 3/4 square, which, like I said, just means it's 2 3/4 on all 4 sides. Shh. And when you go live, you can't do nothing else. I do too. I can't remember the name of it. I was going to say what the name of it was, but I can't remember the name. I got it last year before I did all my stripe. The Spend and Freeze theme from before I lost my job. So, all right. So now the secondary pieces, which these are here, right here, and these are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So we're just going to put those at the top like that. And I think I'll get one running this way. You kind of have to pay attention to what you're putting where, because it won't look right when you do your flips. So I cut 4 of my papers one way and 4 the other way, because the other are vertical. These little pieces right here are vertical. So I kind of wanted my paper to run the same way. I didn't do that for this one, but I don't think it really matters. It's still cute. And you know, it's a 4-year-old getting that card, and she will love it, and because she already thought it was the coolest card she's ever seen. So that is that. And I didn't cut enough. Oh, well. See what I mean? That's okay, though. I'm good with that. Well, you know what? You know, y'all know that I'm not really good with that. I got to cut me a piece of paper. I can't have 3 of them going one way and 1 of them going another way. That's just not going to work for me. So I'm just taking one and running up the edge. There you go. Perfect. Look at there. I've been watching Tracy Phillips, who was Gift Basket Appeal. And she's one of those crafters that I really like. She's like, she calls it thoughtless, mindless crafting or whatever. But she says, just go for it. Don't worry about it. I will. Actually, on this card, I started not to put anything on these 2 pictures or this one, because I was going to put a picture on it for her. But, you know, her mom said that she'll keep this forever. I showed her mom today, and she goes, oh my gosh, you should sell those. And I was like, yeah, but where? Okay, so that's that page. Like I said, I'm not putting any decorations on them yet. Okay, so we're going to do this one first. Now, that's where those little square things come in right here. You see you got these little square tabbies right here on the side. And these right here. I think I want them to run this way. So you put those in there. Okay. And then I think that's cool how the stripes are going different like that. That way it gives it some interest. And on these side pieces, when I decorate, I am going to put some little decorations on here. Thanks, Teresa. Love you, girl. Have a good night at work. Hi, Vanessa. Well, girl, just watch. You have to watch the replay so you can see me putting it together. I swear, it is so easy. Are you leaving, Chris? Or are you just saying good night to Teresa? Hi, Careso. How are you? And then we're going to put our 2 mats. And then a mat here. And then these mats go here. And here. See, like that. Now, before I do those, before I do all that, I am going to flip this over like this. And then, oops, flip it over one more time because I want to make sure I got the card right. Okay, so that's the front. That's this way. That's this way. And then this way. And then that way. Okay. Just checking I was doing it right. It really, I mean, because I'm checking it because I want to make sure all my pattern pieces are going in the right direction. That's a big thing. So I'm gluing down the 1 1/4 inch pieces on each corner. And one thing that's really nice is, for the most part, except for these pieces right here, everything else is the same size squared. Okay. Uh-oh, phone's ringing. Well, we won't answer the phone. Because every time I try to answer the phone, hopefully, am I still live? I just cut it off. Hi, Wanda. Okay, so that's what we got so far. And then we're going to glue. Let's just go ahead and glue the sides on right now. Like that. I was going to put a third piece of, piece of decorative paper in here. But, I have to remember this is for a young lady that's going to be 10. So, but she loves Paris. She is about as big as Paris fanatic as I am. But the paper, while some of it's really fun and everything, some of it's really mature. And I just couldn't find anything else that would go with this. I mean, I know it's the whole paper pad and everything goes together. But that is 10-year-old appropriate. Hi, Barbara. Okay, so now I'm going to put our other mat down. Now you can make this in different sizes, 8x8s, whatever, but the measurements I have is for the 6x6. So, and I just adjusted it from an 8x8. And I don't mind telling you, I wasted about a little bit of cardstock trying to figure out the measurements. Okay, and then Well, good. They didn't fall over on the glue side like I did earlier. Oh my gosh, I spilled a whole bottle of glue. Not a whole bottle, but a whole thing of glue in my middle of my paper. Okay. And then we're gonna do this. Okay, so that's it for that page. And then we're gonna fold it out like this. Okay? And I know what I did now, doggone it. I did this last time too. This is supposed to be a whole square. That's what I meant to do. I was gonna flip through here earlier, because you do have squares right here, half squares right here, but then you can put another half square like that in there, and then like that. That's a whole lot of squaring thing right there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split it in half. So I'm going to glue this together. See, this is what I was talking about, paying attention, but I'm not going to throw this car away and start over just because I glued the wrong thing down. I'm going to lay this down here, even it right. Okay, and I got another cutting board here somewhere. I keep this in here for the kids to use. I mean for the oldest one, not the youngest ones, but the oldest ones, because I don't like it all that much. Okay, so this is 2, and the mat is 2 7/8, and that's what we want to split in half. So we're gonna be 1 3, about 1 3/4. So we're just gonna scoot it over here like this. 2 3. It's gonna be between 3/8 and, oh, you can't even see. It's gonna be between 3/8 and a half, but it's not quite 3/8 and it's not quite a half. So I'm put it in on the block. There's a 3/8 right here, and there's a half, and then there's like a little block right there. I put it in between that. Oh man, I just ruined it because the stupid thing is, I hate this thing. Sorry. I hate this thing. Yeah, there ain't no way to recover that. It's like, do over, make another one. Okay. I really do hate this cutting board. Alright, guys. I gotta get my Cricut. I can't handle it. That would not have happened on my Cricut. I'm sorry. Alright, so let me cut another piece of this. Okay, so this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm just going to go down to 2 3/4. And I did not, see, I'm off track now. This is not good. All right. By 2 3/4. And then this one is 2 7/8. By 2 7/8. Alright. And my Cricut will cut both of them together and won't make a mess. Oh, I know. I hate when that I hate it too. You like the Martha Stewart, the Martha paper trimmer? I've never tried that one, but I have to tell you, I've always used VR Memory Keepers, but the blade always dulled out on me all the time. It always drug my paper, and I wasted a lot of paper on some projects before, and so I'm just like, I'm over this. So, okay, what did I say? 3/8. That's about right there. See how nice that cuts. So anyway, May always used the Cricut trimmer when she was doing things online. And I have fallen in love with it. The blade is good. I've only changed this blade one time, and I've had this for all going on 2 years now. And so it's just been really good to me. So I'm pretty faithful to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put this in here like this. I'm going to butt it all the way up to the end and to this end so that it looks together, but then it's still split apart. Like when you open it up, it'll still split apart. Hi, Sabrina. Well, sometimes I don't think I can read a ruler either if you see my measurements sometimes. Okay. Alright, so all I'm going to do is lay this down close to that edge. I don't want to go over the edge because I don't want to impede the card from opening. See? Well, when you're live, you don't have a choice but to leave your boo-boos in there, do you? But I do make mistakes, y'all. And on this one, I'm just going to line it up the same way, right with the edge of the paper so that the pieces match. Make sure that opens. Yep, I got it right. See? How about that? Whoops, get back under there. There we go. Crisis averted. All right, and then just going to put my little things on here. Uh-oh, where's the other one? Okay. I'm running short of these too. Oh my goodness. I must have dropped one putting it in here. Well, this is already at 1.5. And so I just need to do 1.25. Okay. You know what? Pretty much what you see is what you get with me nowadays because I don't have any editing software anymore other than the fact, I mean, you know, I used to shoot part of a video and upload and then shoot the rest of it if it was too long or something like that and then piece them together. But, you know, YouTube took that away and I don't have an editing program at all. So I don't even know what to use, but And what I've seen, it hasn't played nice with Windows 10, the update. So, yeah. Okay, so then we're going to open it up like this. Okay. And we're going to put here. Here. Don't know if I'm not short again. I wonder if I even cut enough. This is just 2 3/4. I already know that it's the right width. And here. And then put our paper in the middle. Oh, really? And you have Windows 10? Well, I'm going to have to give it a shot again. For some reason, I can't get my videos to upload to the computer by anything. It's just been a big mess. I've been sticking with my phone because I know I can upload on my phone. I cut the wrong way. You know what? I sure did, Debbie. Thank you for letting me know that, because that would have drove me bananas. So we got 1 1/4. 2 3/4. I like the white end first. We do that. 2 3/4. Thanks for keeping me straight, Debbie. Good night, Wanda. You'll have to come back and see the beginning so you see how I did the card to begin with. Seriously, the hardest part of this card, like I said, is the beginning and figuring out which way you want it to flip and everything. Lining those edges up, because that's key. It's lining those edges up. And if you didn't put your tape at least 1 inch from the bottom, you're going to get different flips. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you just, when I was playing around with the measurements for a 6x6, I came out with all kind of different ways, but, it's really up to you. Like I said, you can adapt this to whatever size you want. I will say, after I sat here the whole time to try to figure out the measurements, I found one was very similar. I think the measurements are off just about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. And I was like, you know what? It works for me. I'm not changing it. Now, like I said, I'm not going to decorate right now every little thing that I was going to do on the card. So there we go. So I'll turn it around for you this way. Flip, 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 I love how that page turned out like that. Flip, flip. Everybody see that? And then it flips back to the beginning. Thank you, Debbie. So it's flip, flip, and then this way, and then this way. And then, I think this might be my favorite page, even though it's split. I like this. Flip, flip, and then one more flip. No, I think we're back. No, that's the beginning page right there. Okay. So, and then, you know, honestly, you can make any page you want to. You can turn it over to this side right here and go from this side. So then it would be this, and this, this, and this, and then this, and this. But if you did that, then your page where we piece together would be on the opposite side. So we don't want to do that. So, but you can sit here and play with it and create anything you want to. You can make this your front page. But this is going to be my front page. So. Oh, Sabrina, I'm sure it wasn't awful. Like I said, you should have seen my first video, y'all. It was, no, that was pretty bad. I held the camera in my hand, and it was pretty awful. It really was. So, that is my never-ending card. It's pretty quick to make, too, so from start to finish. I just like the way it comes out. As long as you get your measurements right, like glue your paper down right, I mean, your white cardstock down right, you can't mess it up. That's the hardest part. That's what I'm thinking, Michelle. It's probably not as bad as you think it is. Girl, you can do anything you want to do. If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. Put it down at an angle like what I'm doing right now. When I first did my thing, like say, let's just say, this is my phone. Okay, here's my stuff from my Michaels haul. I held my phone just like this above it. Had them 2 black strips on each side that people hate to watch. And I did my video just like this, and my hand was shaking like this, and oh, go back and find my very first video. You will laugh your tail off. Yeah, that's true, Barbara. Whatever you're most comfortable with is what you should do. I got to the point, I didn't want to do face-to-face on camera, and then, well, it is hard watching yourself. But you know what's neat about watching yourself, though? But because I've been on this weight loss journey and my journey back to health and stuff, and I've got to see my progression on the camera, because sometimes when you look in the mirror, you can't tell you've changed all that much, if that makes sense. But when you watch it on camera, I used to think, oh my gosh, I look like a whale on camera. And I just hated doing it. But now, like, I actually wore a form-fitting shirt yesterday. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I got indentations under my rib cage. That's pretty cool. So, oh, listening to yourself is hard too. All right, guys, I'm going to set this up. Close your eyes. I'm going to cause an earthquake. Set it up. There we go. Okay. Whoo, talk about sitting there seeing yourself. Let me back that thing up. So, I like it better when I can see everybody too, in a way. I was scared to do live videos when I first did a live video because I was thinking, gosh, I don't think anybody will watch me. Well, girl, you know what? You can take them off. You know, this is, I don't know if I got it from my mom, my grandmother, or what, but they used to always say, you know, I wouldn't say it to people because I think it's quite rude to say it, and I don't want to put myself on people's level. But, you know, there was a saying around the time when I was growing up was, I might be fat, but you're ugly, and I can lose weight. And I thought, that's kind of rude. I'm not going to put myself on the level saying stuff like that to people. But the truth in the matter is, I look at people from the beauty. Beauty comes from within. And I don't care if you weigh 90 pounds, 100 pounds, or 500 pounds. Beauty comes from within. Oh, Barbara, that's so nice. That's very encouraging. We have to encourage one another. So, anyway. All right, guys. Well, I'm approaching the hour. You know, I know people that do it lives for hours and hours, and I don't want to do that because you have things to do. And quite frankly, I need to go make dinner. As a matter of fact, I'm filming, not tomorrow's, but next Friday's burger, which will be a Mexican burger. So, one thing I forgot to tell you is this card stands up too. You can open it up like this a little bit, and it stands up. So it looks quite cute on a desk or whatever. Anyway. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me and making my Thursday card design Thursday on live. Oh, Joanne, I'm sorry. Hi and bye. I'm sorry, sweet pie. Go watch the replay, and you're up too late anyway. Bye. Anyway, thank you all. Good night, and I will see you all later. If you did not get to see the first part of this card, first part of the card, which this is a never-ending card. Go back to the beginning and watch how I put it together. All right. Oh, that's right. You're 10 a.m. Good night. God bless, and I will see you all soon. Bye.